Hello, hello. It's Debbie Chen with Only Essentials for You, talking about only the essentials. So today, as you probably saw from the title, today we're going to talk about the all-important topic that I know a lot of you ladies out there, maybe you're over 40, 45, and you're at that point of, you know what? Enough is enough with stuff. Anyone agreeing to that? Yeah, we just don't need more stuff. I mean, does anyone else feeling like, gosh, our kids really don't even want the stuff that we might have thought were of value at one point in time, and ends up just being like a dust collector, right? I mean, is like anyone in that kind of that boat where it's just really back to the essentials, what's really important. And this has been a journey a long time in coming for me, and was just wondering if anyone else kind of felt the same thing, that you were kind of ready just to let go of things. And boy, definitely, if comment below if you're on that journey too. And boy, and too, I would love to hear what other tips you guys have had that have really worked for you, as well, for just getting that process started, because this is kind of a community. We can definitely learn from each other. So, oh, hey, Ingrid, good to see you. So actually, one of the things too that for me, an issue is being motivated. Kind of, anybody agree with that? Just like the whole thing is just so daunting. And so one of the things I did today was just do it. Just get started somewhere. Well, if you need that little help of motivation, if you actually use I will use essential oils to motivate me as well, because they have a very strong emotional benefit. And hey, Maria, good to see you. And oh, yeah. Okay. Do we need a bigger house? Or I still remember moving into this house thinking, oh, there's no way. Oh my, because we moved in from a small apartment with only 2 kids at the time. Oh, we'll never fill this house. Yeah, now it's like, yeah, I need a bigger house, like twice the size. But anyway, so coming back to what I was doing today was I picked an area, but first, sorry, rabbit trail really quick, to get my motivation up. I pulled out a blend of oils that includes peppermint and orange, which are very energizing and motivating and refreshing. And then it also has rosemary and basil oils in them. Great for focus. Yeah, who needs a little focus when you're doing a task you might not like? And also basil is very energizing, even by itself. Basil oil, you can put a little drop on the top of your head. I have a nurse friend of mine, her and the rest of the staff, when they were doing the overnight shifts in the ER, they would put a little drop of basil oil up there to keep going and keep energizing. So you know where I'm going with this, right? So, oh, Shelly, good to see you. So, so what I figured out was, one, get the oils on, get motivated, get ramped up. And number 2, pick a place where you're not really emotionally attached, because are any of you guys, comment below too, if you just have a hard time getting rid of things, especially if there's like an emotional attachment, or if there's like a memory associated with it, or a potential memory associated with it. Does anybody kind of relate to that? So I figured, excuse me, I'm going to start where I probably don't have much of an emotional attachment. So for you, that might be the bathroom. There's stuff in there, maybe less of an emotional attachment to any of that, unless you have some heirlooms sitting in there or something. I actually started outside, because this is right here, right there. Yeah, I can walk out onto my deck into my backyard, and I thought, oh, I'm looking at it every day, and it's driving me crazy. Most of the stuff could just be cleaned out, thrown out, and except for my gardening tools, I really have no attachment. So, I mean, what would be like a good place for you guys to get started if this is the kind of thing, if this is something that's resonating with you? You can go ahead and comment below whether it's a bathroom, maybe it's a garage, though my garage is pretty scary. I don't know about yours, so I don't know. But maybe it's a laundry room. That can tend to be pretty non-emotional. Or so you're motivated, you're ramped up, whatever it is, or put on your favorite music, get some oils going. Pick a non-emotionally charged spot. And the last two tips that have really helped get me started is, and maybe you've heard this one before. Oh yeah, well, that's another issue, right, Ingrid? Less kids, fewer animals, right. Well, but you know what? How do we make room then for what we do have when we just want to make more room for them? And that was kind of what I was thinking with the deck, is like, I want to have more room on my deck so that we can sit outside, because it's still kind of nice here in Southern California to sit out in the evening time. So went out there, you have your 3 boxes. One is you put a garbage bag in, that's your throwaway stuff. The second box can be your donate box, anything that you want to donate, Goodwill, veterans associations, that kind of thing. So we got our throw out, our donate, and they sometimes recommend like a box for, maybe for storage or maybe later, but hopefully that box is kind of small. That's kind of the goal. And most importantly, this is what's really started my journey. And this is another little tip that I found out about, is finding Facebook groups or other social groups that actually are on that same journey of decluttering, minimalizing, and that kind of thing. And I actually found quite a few, and I really highly recommend, there's a magazine called Simplify, and it's connected with a couple guys that started the whole kind of minimalist movement and talking about it all over the country. And there's a Facebook group that's part of it. I think it's called Becoming Minimalist. And does that mean like you just go out and just throw out everything and you're down to nothing? No, of course not. But it's really a mindset, and that's really what got me started. And I mean, isn't it like, is this kind of resonating with you guys? Yeah, please comment below. I'd love to have a conversation, because it really is if you struggle with an emotional attachment to things, sometimes we need to kind of talk with someone else to talk our way out of it. And so I've found, like I said, like the Simplify magazine, Becoming Minimalist, that just started the journey, because it really comes down to, what do we want to make the most room for? Stuff that has no purpose or meaning, or do we want to make more room for, our kids to be comfortable, our animals to have room to run around in, right? I want to be able to open up my door, quite frankly, and not have to worry about, oh man, yeah, sorry, it's really messy. That drives me bananas. I want to be able to open my door just like we open our heart to, oh, no. Wait, finish, don't leave, Ingrid. She wants to go, yeah, you want to just run and clean now, right? Well, but you know what though? It really does start with the mindset, right? Because everything starts in our mind, and then eventually travels to our heart. Because as we think, so we are, right? And so that's where it really, I think I'm at that age, and tell me if you guys are relating to this, where I just don't want the stuff anymore. I really could care less. Yeah, I like my little decorations and this and that. I want to hear an echo in my rooms, and instead, or an echo because of lack of stuff. And I'd rather hear people's voices. And don't even get me started. I'm gonna start crying. But especially as our kids are getting older and their grandkids, and we want our hearts and our homes open for that. And I'm not talking about perfection, and I'm not talking like being like, crazy over the top. It's the mindset and just getting started. And this is, if you guys don't mind, this is something I want to touch on ever so often, especially as I'm learning things and going on this journey. If you guys want to join in, you are so more than welcome. Again, as I'm learning things that I think it might be of value, I would love to share it. So definitely, if you want to learn more, or again, if we can share things with each other, please go ahead and comment below, or share this with friends who you might know too that have some great tips, or who are also going through the same journey, or who just want that support, and just kind of helping each other as we start this. Or maybe some of you are already in the middle of it and have some great ideas. But I've had a lot of people that said, hey, I really want to start on this whole thing. And I asked, can we be accountable? And they said, yeah, and without blinking. So those are my thoughts for today. And gosh, please, and yeah, less is best, I know. But definitely, comment below, let me know if you need the connection to that Simplify magazine. It's on, what do you call it? You can get it as an app on your phone. It's like a online magazine kind of thing. And it's not just about stuff, but it's about so many parts of life, and just really being intentional and in what we do and say and the choices that we make, because it's an overall mindset. So anyway, I hope that was of value. Gosh, again, I would love to have you guys join in on this journey. And if if you think this is a value, I'll share it, some other tips again. And have a good night, and hopefully I'm trying to be regular with this. This is my goal. So I'm hopefully we'll start being on at 9 o'clock at night. Hopefully that's a good time. Just figure that's kind of good time. Kids are in bed or back from soccer or whatnot, or you're ready to, winding down for the night. So we're shooting for 9 o'clock, but this is another good habit that we're starting here. Anyway, love you all. Thank you so much for joining in, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully at 9. Okay, see you then. Bye-bye.